what would be a great place to start when it comes to brainstorming, or shall we say JaneStorming?
I think it's really knowing that you don't have all the answers. So it's working on, bouncing ideas off of one another and asking people for ideas. And one of my favorite things to do when I wake up in the middle of the night, which I've been lucky lately I haven't, but there have been times where I've been up a lot, I'll go to LinkedIn and I'll put in a subject. So say, for instance, this week I want to look up affirmations. And then I'll hit content, and then I'll read everything there is to know about the content that comes up on that. And it's just that's my own brainstorm, right? Because I'm bringing in information from all of these different people or the Harvard Business Review, which I think has incredible articles. And it's a great way to do some brainstorming for myself. And then working with teams, it's really coming up with what's the topic and then letting them, as a coach, really figure out. So, if we're going to talk about accountability, going through 6 weeks, and 1 week it's going to be about how you're going to be accountable in your personal life. The next week it's how are you accountable with your career, and then your relationships and your finance, and taking everybody, a group of people, through all of the accountability for the whole core so that you protect your entire core as you're thinking about the word accountability, or maybe it's gratitude, or maybe it's overthinking, and having a model that people can hear and really be able to delve into what it is that they're stuck with as a group.
And that's the beautiful thing about being in that space, to hold them accountable to what it is that they're looking to take, get through. But you're customizing it. You're helping them build a framework for what it is that they need, so that they can move through their team. Or also, it's interesting, not only you're placing the framework, but you're facilitating. So you're not telling them what to do, you're just facilitating an environment where they're able to grow, however they're looking to grow, whether it's through their values, through their teamship, their leadership, whatever it is, but you're there to facilitate that growth. So that's phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah. It's been an aha moment. 3 years ago, I was in everybody else's business, and now I spent 50 years of my life being in everybody else's business and giving out advice freely to everybody that would take it. And now my mantra is stay in your own lane, Jane. And it makes such a difference. And as a coach, it's so important to just ask the questions and stay in my own lane, because really, who knows the answers better than the person that has to get the answer?
That's right.
It's their
we're
own
not
stuff.
here to exactly.
And then just listen, Jane, is what I've done this year. It's all about listening, listening to understand. We are in a time where there is so much divisiveness and there's so much going on in this world that we don't understand everybody. So we have to step back, be curious, and listen to understand, not to respond. And it's made a huge difference and impact having empathy and compassion and thinking about others as I've moved through this journey of coaching.
And it's a beautiful thing to think about others. I mean, if not, you're just thinking of yourself. That's the only option.
Yep.
So it's not necessarily of the norm to just say, okay, well, let me just see how I move in this world. But how about those around you, those you have influence over? There's so much deeper about building relationships and being able to have a unit, whether it's a family unit, a community unit, society unit. It doesn't matter, but it's always about others. And I think sometimes we just have to remind ourselves and those around us that the importance of seeing life bigger than yourself makes it more of an enriching experience. And of course, anytime when it comes to teams, you need a team to get a vision across. You can't live a vision by yourself, period.
Exactly.
So you're able to help, draw out all of these ideas and help them to live it out, to help them to grow their life in their livelihood, in their business, and personally. And that's very important, especially in these times.
Exactly. And watching, the word of the year, people hate the word pivot, but helping people pivot at this time has been exciting. And then my other big word for 2020 is patience, right? Because we've
Okay.
all had to have a lot of patience.
Yes. I'm glad you didn't say entanglement.
Oh, no. I'm going with patience and pivot and pause. Maybe we're entangled, but we got to pause, right? We need patience. This is what I actually have this up on my board, and it says patience, accountability, understanding, structure, and energy. And that's what I want to bring to every single coaching session, is that pause and just being able to be patient, hold them accountable, hold myself accountable as a coach, bring understanding to the table and empathy, a structure for them, and my energy.
I love it, because a lot of times we don't take the time to pause, right? Patience is pause, it's pausing.
Yes.
And so sometimes we feel that we have to just run into the fire, maybe assess the fire and see how to tackle the fire, whether in which angle, and then be able to understand the fire, as you're mentioning, and then see what energy you need to bring. So yes, those are some phenomenal words when it comes to how you're approaching the matter of the business or of a person or a leader. So that is fantastic. So share a little bit more, Jane, about something that if a person doesn't have an accountability person, they don't have a coach, what would be like the first step? Where would they start?
I think they have to look. I think there's a lot of information out there on coaches. I think one of the things I would say is that it really makes a difference. A lot of people say they're coaches. You need to find people that are certified, that have gone through some programs. I can tell you, I'm in a cohort with 8 coaches right now. I was a certified coach. I'm now going for my PCC certification for the International Coach Federation. I'm one step away, and I cannot believe the growth. Thank you. And I just can't believe the growth of how much it takes to really understand the value and the ethics that come behind coaching. So you need to ask people, what you're looking for, what type of coach you're looking for. You need to know that a coach is not someone that's going to tell you what to do. They're going to empower you. A good coach is going to empower you and help you. And I have to tell you, I'm about to lose my power. Sorry.
Okay. No, take your time. Take your time.
Because I switched to the phone.
And you're good, because I'll just take this part off. You're good. Take your time.
Okay, good. Got it.
That's the beauty of recording.
Yes. Okay. So, all right.
Okay.
And then I think no.
Oh, it's slowing down. Hold on. For some reason, let it catch up.
Important.
It's okay. Say it one more time, because it did you notice that it slowed down a little bit?
Okay. Knowing what you want to work on. Oh, I wonder if it's because I have to plug it into. All right, let's see if I can do it. All right. I'm gonna do it from here. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Knowing what you want to work on is important. It's like having a business, and if you don't have a mission statement and you don't know what your objectives are, it's really hard to go forward. So knowing what you want to work on is really important when you decide to go to a coach. You can work on it together and really figure it out, but you have to have an idea of where you want to go. And then you can go to the International Coach Federation. You can Google coaches. There's so many coaches on Facebook. They should get in touch with you. They should get in touch with me. Not everybody is a right fit. That's the other thing. Every coach is unique. So
it's a partnership. It's a partnership.
If someone wants something from me as a coach where they want to be uber organized or they want spiritual guidance, I may not be the right coach for them, but I know the right coach for them. That's one of the things also that I think I bring to the table as a JaneSTORM is I may not know all the answers, but I damn well know how to get the answers. It's the energy and the verb and the action of figuring it out. I may not know it all, and I don't know it all, but I know how to figure it out.